This Minecraft server is about economy, or is it? Welcome to the DonutSMP, a server of grinding and PvP and domination. Or is it? Well, in this video, I want to see if I can survive the DonutSMP without doing any of that. Watching Ryan Trahan's video on surviving with 1 cent has set me to want a simple goal. What if I play the DonutSMP without a single dollar to my name? The challenge is simple. I can never have more than $1 in my account. No auction house, no store, and no shop. I have to survive using only the mechanics of vanilla Minecraft. To start this challenge, I threw away all the items you get at spawn to make it actually fair. I mean, there's no point having a bunch of crap that the DonutSMP gives away. Anyway, once that was done, it was time to get some basic resources in. But there's still one last step. I do have some money in my account, so I just found a random player like this guy here and just paid him all of it. After that, I just started off by getting the wood and then just like starting off like it's a normal server. When I was getting some stone, I had my first ever jump scare, and yeah, this thing could have ended really badly. However, I did manage to clutch up here, so I guess it's all worth. This incident had me thinking about how easy the server is to survive when you have money in your account, because literally you can buy anything with that. Also, please subscribe guys and just watch me mining some stone. If you want to watch me mine coal, just love my videos. Anyway, I got some coal and some other basic resources after that and just kept mining because I'll need all of these things for my challenges later on. I also did try running around a lot and found some abandoned structures, which honestly had me thinking, if all these structures are just abandoned, then won't mine get griefed as well? So I think I'll have to go out really far abroad to find some. However, I just kept finding these ruined structures, and yeah, it seems like players have been every corner of the DonutSMP. So I did manage to get some good loot from these, including chainmail armor, some wooden tools and stuff, but honestly it was nothing to mention. I also decided to set up base camp here for a while just so I could organize my inventory and get my stuff set up, since my internet was really not having it at this moment. Finding this did have an advantage. I did manage to get a hold of some seeds which are going to be really crucial in my building a farm later on, since I will have to be independent on food. So I did try and smelt some basic items and just look around this place to see what it has to offer, but honestly most of the server is already destroyed. This had me thinking that anarchy server is honestly really hard to survive on, since most of them is destroyed for thousands of blocks. Anyway, I did enjoy looting everything, found these 3 chickens in a hole and decided to end them just for the fun of it. So yeah, also my internet is actually really fast, so if you do know that, subscribe. After that, I did just keep running around for several thousand blocks so I could find a place where no players have been before, but every time I would do that, I'd find some telltale indicator that players have been there before. Also, while I was mining, I had this really close incident where I almost died since I had a really lack of food. This just keeps reminding me that I really need to settle down and get myself some actual food sources so that I can survive. I also did manage to mine some iron from this thing, which is good because I'm really low on these materials, especially on food. Anyway, after doing all this iron, I did try and explore the cave a bit more and eventually did find some vines, so yeah. After a while, I did find this nice little spot in the jungle where I could actually set up my camp, since I hadn't seen any signs players have been here before. So I did actually try to terraform this area, and believe me, that took forever. But while I'm terraforming all this, I'll tell you about my plan guys for the future. Anyway, since I'm doing this by myself, I will need to get all the crops and essentials myself. So basically, I'm going to try and get wheat, and then wool, and then beds, because I want to get ancient debris. And all of this I have to do by myself. So terraforming, finding the seeds, getting the crops, and eventually I had done a pretty good job for day 1. I even had a small little base going on the side. However, the grind never stops and I kept grinding on day 2, just got out my hole and started farming away. I honestly want to really expand this farm. My wall is incomplete and I don't have enough chickens as much as I'd like. So I kept on doing this for a long while, just keep farming, keep setting it up, trying to get some mining done, make some tools, get all the basic essentials and run around my base, just having fun. Honestly, I was really happy with what I built. I mean, this is the DonutSMP, and I'd still got some really amazing builds in on the server. So I was getting kind of attached to my base, so I just kept improving it. I mean, I think this is really just sentimental stuff, and I shouldn't have done this, but I just kept improving my base because, well, hell, it's the best thing I've built ever. So like most of this day was just spent like breeding the crops, running around my base, getting water, seeds, and like expanding up the melon farm. And by the end of day 2, I'd say I'd done a pretty amazing job. I had all the basic essentials done and I was cooking for day 3. Technically day 3 never came. I spent like 1.5 days off Minecraft, and so when I came back like 50 hours later, it was inevitable what I would see. Logging on the server as host, recording Pludous, I can't react to this, but you can just see for yourself guys. I went to my team home, and I knew when I'd see them. I was making 15,000 bucks out, and exactly what I expected. And yeah, worst of all, when I went down to the chest where I did hide my stuff, since I can't access an e-chest yet, everything was gone. So somehow some guy at ESP, or I have no idea how the hell he found this chest, to be honest. Honestly guys, I tried. So, he survived. Well,